Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, November 25th, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is, just like the universe, the soul of me is infinitely expansive. So today we are finishing the second part of Monday's Astro. So we had some in conjunct energies. We had Venus and Mercury conjunct, which they're almost to that point right now as I'm recording. But we had Mercury in conjunct Chiron, and on Tuesday we finished this up with Venus in conjunct Chiron. Now this is going to be in the really early morning hours, but just watch for any discrepancies, again, in your yeses and nos, where you need to put boundaries, where you may pretend or do or be something to fit in or to please. We have that card on the top again, the politics card, reminding us you don't have to wear a mask, you don't have to pretend. The best thing you can do for yourself and for the planet and for everyone is be as truly yourself as possible. And we have the moon today moving into Aquarius, helping embrace that energy. I feel like the sun in Sagittarius plus moon in Aquarius is pretty, I don't want to say rebellious, but like pretty much walks to the beat of their own drum. Depends what else you've got going on in there, but that energy together has a little rebel in it and some genius as well. So we start the day with a lot going on in the early morning hours. We have the moon in Capricorn trining Uranus and Neptune, so it's activating that sextile between Uranus and Neptune that we've all been feeling, working through some of the weirdness that's just going on out there. And this might be infiltrating part of that Capricorn that appeals to society. Again, sometimes this astro stuff, sometimes we really feel it, sometimes it's just what's happening in the background. Moon moves into Aquarius at 2:15 a.m. This is definitely going to stimulate some mental energies over the next few days. So from the energy of Sagittarius, Aquarius actually rules the mind and the communication and the mentalism of Sagittarius. So this can actually help bring in some big ideas, some innovative ideas, some solution ideas over the next few days. I also think that this energy is a little lighter, which I'm welcoming in with Sagittarius, right? Like, it's time for a little lightness. It also can be a little airy-fairy, so do take time to ground in with this. A few things going on today. So like I said, that Venus-Chiron in conjunct, that's happening at 3:25 a.m. Pacific time. So again, early morning hours for many of us while we're still sleeping, and yet be aware where you need to be true to you, I guess, is the best way that I can say that. And where you have that temptation to not. With a lot of people traveling for the holidays, you may get like a really good look at why you might play the politics game, put on the mask. Now, right after that, and this is what many of us are waking up into, is the moon in Aquarius meeting up with Pluto. I said it was going to be lighter, but there still is that. This is a conjunction, and it just might feel like a little bit of a grumpy morning. There might be a little bit of push-pull. People on the road may be a little extra aggressive or annoying or whatever. Control issues may be up. However, this is another opportunity for that empowerment process. So whatever you find yourself in those early morning hours, how can you empower yourself? And also, how can you just make your energy bigger than whatever you're facing? That's part of the blessing of Sagittarius. It's like, oh, I can be bigger than that and just whatevs. What I do like, and this is our last transit of the day, is the sun and the moon connecting at 9:27 a.m. This is a sextile. This is a happy connection. And like I said, this can be big, broad, bright ideas. I know some of my most fascinating connections and conversations I've had in this lifetime have been with Aquariuses. My dad was an Aquarius. Always brilliant insight. And so with this combination, we have a lot of opportunity for brilliant insight. Now, I do want to mention, so hard in the background, we have more grand trine water energy, like almost exact, being activated. We're going to have Venus meeting up with Jupiter and Saturn tomorrow. So the water energy, the feels energy, is still very much with us in and through this process. And so just be aware of that. Give yourself the time to feel, to heal, and then see where you're called into expansion mode. Besides the politics card, we've got some strong mental energy. Moon in Aquarius always is a little hyper mental. So watch your mind, take the time to ground, but also watch your mind, because they might have some really cool, big, bright ideas. We have the Sorrow card, Grand Trine Water. Like I said, we're just coming off one Grand Trine Water into like kind of another different layering of planets. Feeling is part of the healing. And part of Sagittarius is knowing that, you know, we had the time of the lower energies moving through Scorpio. We still have some Scorpio going on. Sagittarius reminds us how we can ascend, how we can take aim, how we can remember hope, how we can lean and reach for the light. And so be and do what you need to do, and then return to the light. And here we have that, right? So we have this card. This is always my card of like, yeah, we're doing some exploring, and some of it is some of the darkness and the shadows. And here Source is right there with us, moving along, holding the light, and reminding us that we are the light. So all of that. Want to show you, very exciting. I got a new deck in the mail today. It is called My Friend Fire. I ordered it from Kickstarter a while ago. It's a beautiful deck, and this is going to be our oracle card of the day. So come check that out in the other video. Besides that, you can book a reading, you can book a clearing. I never do, but I might do a Black Friday reading sale. I'm contemplating it. For yourself or for others, reach out, let me know if you're interested. Besides all that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and may your guiding light be strong. It's also in here, not just out there. May your guiding light be strong, and know that you can trust your process. Namaste.